Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello Mr. Zack and Mr. Luhung. I wanna tell and explain about the material from a new concept class. I will tell and retell the story from the 26th chapter until 29. Now let's start from the 26th chapter. Wait. The best art critics. I am an art student and I paint a lot of pictures. Many people pretend that they understand modern art. They always tell you what the picture is about. Of course, many pictures are not about anything. They are just pretty patterns. We like them in the same way that we like pretty certain material. I think that young children often appreciate modern pictures better than anyone else. They notice more. My sister is only 7, but she always tells me whether my pictures are good or not. She came into my room yesterday. What are you doing? She asked. I'm hanging this picture on the wall. I answered. It's a new one. Do you like it? She looked at it critically for a moment. It's alright, she said. But isn't it upside down? I looked at it again. She was right. It was. Now I will tell you about the about some vocabularies here. Like in the story, we have critically. Nah, critically is an adverb. The meaning is, yeah, we can say in bahasa secara kritis. Nah, critically has also several forms as the noun, adjective, and the other. Let's talk about the first. The first is the first form is critic. Nah, critic is not you can it's not it doesn't mean kritikan in bahasa, but critic in English. The meaning is the person that criticize someone or something. So we can say in bahasa pengkritik or kritikus. Then we also have critical. Critical is an adjective. So we can say like, oh, he is so critical, right? Nah, the meaning is, wow, dia sangat kritis. Nah, we also can say criticize. Criticize is a verb. We can say criticizes, criticize, criticize, and criticizing. The meaning is, because it is a verb, of course the meaning is mengkritik. And the second is criticism. Nah, criticism is the noun of criticize. So the meaning is kritikan. So don't be confused to about the difference between critic and criticism. Critic is the person, and criticism is the word. And now we will talk about another word. It is pretty. Pretty has two meaning. As an adverb, it has the meaning a little bit. You can say little bit, or in another way we can say kind of, like I am pretty sure. The meaning is I'm a little bit sure. So it's not sure more, not sure, really sure, just a little bit sure or pretty sure. The meaning in Indonesia we can say cukup or agak. I am pretty sure it's mean aku cukup yakin or aku agak yakin. The second is an adjective. We can say pretty in bahasa cantik. So the meaning is same as beautiful. No, she is a beautiful girl. We can say she is a pretty girl. And the next word is hang. Hang is a verb and it has two meanings. The first is hang means menggantung but for something. It is like I hang my clothes on the wall, or I hang the lamp under the tree. So the meaning is menggantung. And the second is hang. The mean we kill someone by hanging him. Yeah, maybe on the wall or under a tree. But so how to make it different? Nah, the first meaning hang menggantung something. The different is in the verb, the form of the verb. So we can say hang, hanging. No, it's upside down. Hang, hanging. The meaning is menggantung something on the wall, under the tree, on the window. But for gantung diri, the verb is hang, hanging. So the difference is only in the second and third verb. In the one verb and verb ing, we can say it. There is no different. So yeah, you can make it different by yourself. Depends on how you say it. If you say I hang or my sister hang the cat on the wall, yeah, I'm sure it means she wanna kill it. But yeah, it can be different, depends on the context. The meaning is my sister wanna make the cat dry because it's just taken a bath. Yeah, we can say that. And the five word is actually it is not word. Yeah, it's yeah, we can say word. In the same way, in the same way is same like such as resam. Yeah, we can know the meaning from the verb, like I love you in the same way I love my brother. Now it means I love you like I love my brother. Yeah, that's simple. And also we have upside down. Upside down, the meaning is ya terbalik. In bahasa we can say terbalik for many, for several things, like this book. When I make this book like this, in bahasa we can say terbalik. Or if the cover from out cover is in the middle, we can say in bahasa terbalik. But in English we can say if the terbalik is from above and the under, we can say upside down. But if it's about clothes, because I wear my clothes in the wrong way, we can say inside out, because the side inside is in the out. We can say like that. And the next, I will tell you the what is that? The second chapter. Let's talk about the 27th chapter. A wet night. Late in the afternoon, the boys put up their tent in the middle of a field. As soon as this was done, they cooked a meal. over an open fire. They were all hungry, and the food smelled good. After a wonderful meal, they told stories and sang songs by the campfire. But sometime later it began to rain. The boys felt tired, so they put out the fire and crept into their tent. Their sleeping bags were warm and comfortable, so they all slept soundly. In the middle of the night, two boys woke up and began shouting. The tent was full of water. They all leapt out of their sleeping bags and hurried outside. It was raining heavy. It was raining heavily, and they found that a stream had formed in the field. Wait, I forget. They found that a stream had formed in the field. The stream walked its way across the field and then flowed right under their plant. Now, let me tell you about the vocabularies. Here we have put up. It is a verb and the meaning is mendirikan or memasang. Portable thing, yeah, like what is that? Like tent on or small house that portable. And the second we have open fire. Open fire means api unggun kecil, or we can say not api unggun but a little fire for cooking. It's not api unggun. Nah, in English api unggun we can say campfire or bonfire, and the fourth is put out, or we can say extinguish. The meaning is memadamkan. We also have creeping. The meaning is merayap. The sixth, soundly. Soundly is adverb. The meaning is nyenyak. We also have snore. Snore is a verb. The meaning is mendengkur. We also have leaping. The meaning is melompat. But the meaning is jump because of reflex, not because of our inhibition. No, our intention. So we jump because of reflex. Nah, if we say jump, so yeah, we want to jump because of ourselves, not because of reflex. And then is stream. Stream is the noun. The meaning is aliran. We also have winding. The meaning is berliku-liku. But if we say winded, winding, the meaning is, we can say ngos-ngosan in bahasa. And the 13th is right. Right as the adverb, the meaning is tepat. But as the adverb of place, yeah, we can say the meaning is sisi kanan. Right, my right is kananku. And the next we have form. Form as the verb, the meaning is membentuk, like make a formation or something like that. And the next is shout. Shout, if you only say I shout, the meaning is berteriak. But if we say I shout at, we add at in the next word, it means berteriak kepada or ke, yeah, depends on the context. And the last we have scream. The meaning is teriak, but the scream the meaning is teriak gak jelas. So there is no any meaning in this scream or this shout. And next we can jump to the next chapter, chapter 28. Let's start from the title. No parking. Jasper White is one of those rare people who believes in ancient myth. He has just bought a new house in the city, but ever since he moved in, he has had trouble with motorists. When he returns home at night, he always finds that someone has parked a car outside his gate. Because of this, he has not been able to get his own car into his garage even once. Jasper has put up no parking signs outside his gate, but these have not had any effect. Now he has put an ugly stone head over the gate. It is one of the ugliest faces I have ever seen. I asked him what it was, and he told me that it was Medusa, the Gorgon. Jasper hopes that she will turn motorists to stone, but none of them has been turned to stone yet. Yeah. Now, actually, it is about mythic story, but myth story. And let's talk about the what is that? The vocabularies. We have rare, the meaning is langka. Ancient, the meaning is kuno. Myths, mitos. Trouble, the meaning is masalah. Motoris is a noun, the meaning is pengendara mobil. We also have put up, the meaning is memasang. Ugly, the meaning is jelek. Turn, the meaning is mengutuk. Turn as the verb also can be what is that? We can say turn same as curse. So the meaning is mengutuk. And the last we have move in, the meaning is pindah rumah. Like I've just moved it. I've just moved in. Aku baru saja pindah rumah, like that. And now let's jump to the last chapter. The last chapter, the meaning. The title is Taxi. Captain Ben Fawcett has bought an unusual taxi and has begun a new service. The taxi is a small Swiss aeroplane called a Pilatus Porter. This wonderful plane can carry 7 passengers. The most surprising thing about it, is that it can land anywhere, on snow, water, or even on a plowed field. Captain Fawcett's first passenger was a doctor who flew from Birmingham to a lonely village in a Welsh mountain. Since then, Captain Fawcett has flown passengers to many unusual places. Once he landed on the roof of a block of flats, and on another occasion he landed in a deserted car park. Captain Fawcett has refused a strange request from a businessman. The man wanted to fly to Rockall, a lonely island in the Atlantic Ocean, but Captain Fawcett did not take him because the trip was too dangerous. And now let's talk about the vocab. The first vocab we have unusual. The meaning is tidak biasa. And the second we have aeroplane or airplane. Aeroplane is from UK and airplane is from US. Yeah, the meaning is same. The meanings are same. Kapal terbang. And the second is plane or aircraft. Yeah, it's the general form for aeroplane and airplane. So if you confused about how to say kapal terbang, aeroplane or airplane, we can say plane or aircraft. And the second is carry, and the fourth is carry. The meaning is membawa. The five is bring. The meaning is same, membawa. And the six, land. The meaning is land. If it's about verb, the meaning is mendarat. But as the noun, the meaning is daratan. We also have plow. The meaning is membajak, but for field, rice field. Pirate also membajak, but for for the sea, for what is that? Sailing. We can say bajak laut, membajak. Pirate as the verb membajak, on the sea as the noun bajak laut. Next we have hijack. Hijack is also membajak, but for land transportation like car or bus. So we can say begal in bahasa. We also have hack. Hack is also membajak, but for internet or social media. So we can say hack. We can say hacker for the person who does that. We can also, and the next we have occasion. The meaning is kesempatan. So instead we can say opportunity, we can also say occasion. Next we have block. Block is kotak. Or if we talk about flat, flat is rumah susun, but we can also say ban kembas in another way. But if we say about block of flat, the meaning is what is that? Several house or several flat that they gather, and it's the meaning is that. Next we have deserted as the adjective. The meaning is terabaikan or terbengkalai. And the next we have lonely. Lonely has two meaning. The first meaning is sendirian, like I'm lonely here. And the second is terpencil, like there was a lonely island in the story. And the last is ocean. The meaning is samudra. Maybe only like that I can share to you. Thanks for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.